We're hearing from Jennifer Appel and Tasha Fuiava, who set out on a trip of a lifetime with their dogs, Zeus and Valentine. And these are images that we're seeing after they were rescued. So this is them being rescued by the USS Ashland. They endured harsh conditions, even a shark attack in those 5 months that they were drifting in the ocean. And they were spotted by a Taiwanese fishing vessel that contacted the U.S. Guards. So they were, of course, very excited to see that ship coming towards them. Here's more on what they had to say as they say time was running out.
It was very depressing and it was very hopeless, but it's the only thing you can do. So you do what you can with what you have. You have no other choice. We probably had less than 24 hours before our boat sank. It was incredibly emotional. And it was so satisfying to know the men and women that serve our country would come and assist us.
So on May 3rd, the women had set sail from Hawaii towards Tahiti. That was their destination, a 2,700-mile journey. And just a few weeks into their trip, things started to go wrong. So first off, the rigging on their mast broke. And then they managed to find a workaround for that. But just a couple weeks later, a major storm would swamp their communication system and their motor. So definitely that is when things became very troublesome. They were way off course, and about 2 months in, they started doing daily distress calls, but unfortunately they were so far out, no one could hear them. So as the weeks and months passed, their situation became dire. They recalled a very terrifying night when sharks attacked their boats, but all in all, they were in luck. They were found 900 miles just southeast of Japan, and it was all just because of that one vessel that was able to spot them.
Tashana, it sounds like an extraordinary story. So how did they actually end up surviving?
Honestly, Arthi, I think this should be definitely a movie in coming years. But the situation, they say, it was depressing. At times it was hopeless. But what really kept them going, they say, was their dogs, keeping their spirits up. I mean, they said that kept them going mentally. But also on board, they had a water purification system. And they also had packed about a year's supply of dried goods. So things like oatmeal and pasta that they were able to eat throughout that time. So luckily, they were able to survive because of those things, but they say they are so grateful to be back on land and that they felt humility each day because every day they thought it could be their last. So definitely, I think they're just so happy to finally be able to get home.
Well, they're absolutely very fortunate. Thanks for this, Tashana.
You're welcome.